What has been a tense situation in Clawson. Police and SWAT teams had been in a standoff with a barricaded gunman for hours. Very scary for that neighborhood. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Hillary Golston.
And I'm Dave Spencer. That gunman is accused of shooting a teen who is now being treated at a hospital. Fox 2's Camille Mary joins us live in Clawson with the latest. Camille.
Yeah, and we just received word about a minute before the show started that the gunman did kill himself. Now, take a look at some video. I want to walk you through what happened. Starting around 3 o'clock, Clawson police were called to this house here on 14 Mile because someone had been shot. A teenager had been shot and rushed to the hospital. Now, police did not say what the relationship was with the teenager and the suspect. The suspect barricaded himself into his home for several hours, keeping police at bay, SWAT teams at bay, hostage negotiators on the scene trying to get him to talk. We do know that no one else was in that house, but people around the area were told to stay inside their homes, to shelter in place. Several blocks actually blocked off by police and SWAT teams, a very large presence. Meanwhile, hours later, around 8:30 or so, we did find out that they had breached into the house, that they had used some sort of battering ram to get into the house to make entry. Now, as I said at the top of this live shot, we do know now that the suspect did kill himself. We do not know at what point, how long he'd been deceased inside the home, but at some point police realized that it was safe to go inside. Right now, we don't have a condition of that teenager who was rushed to an area hospital after she or he had been shot. We don't know what the sex of that teenager, but we did get a chance to talk to a neighbor who lives just 2 doors down from all of this. He describes what happened at the beginning, and then he talks about what it was like to kind of live through this for the past 5.5 hours. Take a listen.
As far as I could tell, I heard 4 pops. I didn't think anything at the time. And then about 5 minutes later, I live at 2 houses down from where the incident occurred. And there was a ton of cops standing outside at the church. Then I saw them with rifles. And then I quickly realized something was not right. And I was told not to leave the house due to a barricade gunman.
So just a very scary situation for everybody. Ryan, of course, went on to say that this is a very small community. This is just a few square miles, if that. They are not used to having things like this happen right now. We are still trying to determine if anyone else was shot. We do know, of course, that victim is in an area hospital. We do not know his or her condition, and we do know that the gunman has died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Police still on the scene processing things. Of course, we will have more information as we get it. Right now, they are not releasing the name of this suspect. For now, we're live in Clawson.